If all women disappeared, would men go to the club? No, because women are the product at clubs. But the opposite is not true for women. If men weren't included, women are going to the club. If you didn't already know, there's an entire business model based off of parties they throw for women only. Sorry, papi. And they have different themed events, reggaeton. You know it's poppin'. I can only imagine the outfits. Like, the amount of freedom these women probably feel, which goes into like a really sad commentary about what a lot of women would do if men just disappeared off the face of the earth. You know, half the answers are like, I would go for a run at night. I would go shopping at night. I wouldn't wear my hijab. I wouldn't carry pepper spray. So if any men are going to be shitting on this whole club thing, let the girls shake their ass in peace, okay? Girls don't go to the club for dudes.
I bet you this video must have triggered a lot of men, because men believe that women can't exist without them. They find it hard to believe that a woman is single and happy. To them, it's not a possibility. It's a struggle. So I understand it. I understand it when they get upset seeing women single and happy living their best life. To them, they cannot achieve that. When it comes to women existing without men, it's easier compared to men doing that, because women know how to bond with people. They know how to create relationship and connection with people, but a lot of men struggle with that because of conditioning and grooming.
I'm a Nigerian woman in her 30s and I'm still single, not married, no kids, no when are you bringing someone home plan, just me. And for a long time, I thought that meant something was missing. But today, I'm not waiting on anybody. I'm taking myself out because I deserve softness now, not when someone chooses me. So I picked these cozy spots just close to my house, dressed up, did some makeup, and a little bit of main character energy, of course. I don't need a +1 to enjoy my life. I used to feel behind, like I missed a memo everyone else got, but then I realized I'm not behind. I'm just on my own path. I'm building a life I actually like, not one that checks the boxes for other people. So yeah, I'm a Nigerian woman in her 30s and I'm still single, but I'm also free, at peace, and learning how to remind myself every day. This is your reminder. You are not behind. You are blooming in your own time. So baby girl, do you have fun? Remember that you're on your own time and live your life 30, 20, 40, whatever age. Bye guys.
I had to insert that clip to let you know that if you're single as a woman, it's not a disease, it's normal. That is how it's supposed to be. That is the default state. But the society is so anti that. They've made it to look like if you're single as a woman, something is obviously wrong with you. If you're not paired up, if you're not married, if you don't have kids, you have a problem. That is not true. You should live your life for yourself. What is the reason why you are currently on this planet? Were you brought here to serve men like the way men have been brainwashed to think? Were you here just because of family, or were you here to run your own race, play your own game, live your own life? And if you decide to get into a relationship, it's just part of the journey, not making it all about the journey. I don't know if you get what I mean. You have your own life. You have the reason why you're here. Being in a relationship and starting a family is added to that. It's part of it, not you making your life all about that. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So don't feel bad if you've not found that person. Don't hop into a relationship with the wrong person because of what people are saying, societal pressure, or what you see people around you doing, or people are getting married all the time. When is it going to be my time? God, when? No, don't let that get into your head. Just live your life and live your best life.
I had a grape a bitch in 2025. First off, you want to pick your target, nigga. You want to pick one of them shorty that's always walking home after work and shit, getting off the bus and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just one of them shorty that's always alone.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs. Thank you. Women are like what? Children.
Of course, women must earn less than men because they are weaker, they are smaller, they are less intelligent, and they must earn less. That's all.
Masculine men do not care about a woman's opinion.
I don't think men should even talk to girls if it's not going to lead to a date
or something sexual. I genuinely believe that, because I genuinely believe as a man, it's my job to be superior in every single way.
Divorce, and that's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You gotta endure. People are too.
You want to stick in the relationship.
People are just. People nowadays are just.
And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, you know? And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
The amount of horrible advice men give each other regarding how to treat a woman in a relationship is incredibly concerning. We have men telling other men that if your girl is mad at you, or if you did something, or if you guys are not on speaking terms, ignore her and she will come back crawling to you. Who said that? We have men telling other men that if you cry in front of your girl, you'll always be considered a wuss and she'll always disrespect you. That's not always truthful. Lastly, we have men telling other men that if your woman treats you bad or disrespects you, you need to teach them a lesson. Who said it's our responsibility to ever teach a girl a lesson? Because I promise you it's not. You always have the choice to leave.
When the foundation is faulty, how then do you expect the building to last? It's definitely going to collapse at some point. These are the men the society expects us women to be in relationships with. Imagine being in a relationship with a man that thinks you're not smart, that says you reason like a fish, you have fish brain, that thinks because he is a man, he's automatically your leader and he's superior. Just imagine that. It's even not about imagination. It is a reality. It's what is going on. It's what we have in our society. Most men have this thinking and belief inculcated in them. They have it in them. It's been instilled in them by the patriarchy system through conditioning and grooming. So they walk around on the street thinking this way, and then when you see them, they ask you out, you get into relationship with them. In your head, you think this man is neutral and he's seeing life the way life is supposed to be, but that's not true. He's already thinking in a certain way and seeing you as his subordinate. So how then do you thrive in a relationship that your partner believes that he's there to rule and control you and he sees you as his subordinate? Obviously, your voice will forever be silenced. You will never be treated and seen as a human. This is why men treat women the way they treat us. In the nearest future, a lot of women will not be getting married again. You cannot repair something that is not broken. I can't say the system is broken. This is how the system has always been. So I don't think it's broken. It is the way it was structured to be. So just expect more women getting divorced. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in any way using the same brush I'm using to paint the bad men to paint the good men. We have exceptions there. But what is common out there is men that think this way. Yeah. This explains the chaos, the fights, the struggles we experience in relationships. Women will be out there thinking, okay, let me mend this, or let me be nice this way. Let me approach this man differently. Let me use this strategy. Maybe you might see things better. How do you treat someone that has a brain that is thinking and functioning this way? How do you reason with a man that already sees you less? How?
It's okay. I'm right here next to you. Alright?
Can you let me in?
No.
Please?
No. Shut my window.
Dude, are you serious? I came out here to check on you.
Shut my window.
Dude, are you for real? I came out here to check on you and get the thing.
Shut my window.
Serious, bro.
We've got to change the laws in this country to where some situations there is no second chance. But most laws give men like him second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. If a man comes back to the property after being escorted off by the police, the next time he comes back, there should be no mercy. There should be no mercy, especially after evidence like that.
Stalkers are very dangerous. Those ladies had to sleep in a cyber truck because their stalker found where they were living, found their home address. It's dangerous, it's scary. Stalkers are psychopaths, and you have to run away from them because they have the tendency of unaliving people. Then the other video, the man was escorted out of the house or the apartment by the police, but he still came back. Like the creator said, things have to be handled differently. The other time I made a video of a man that unalived the girlfriend's family, 4 family members, and in that video the girl said that the police was informed of the situation and the man was also giving restraining order. He was not adhering to that. He was still coming back, and police, the most they could do was put him behind bars, and he got bailed out. Whenever he got bailed out, he came back to the house, and on a certain day he unalived her father, her cousin, her aunt, I think so, and maybe her sister, because of a relationship she got into. So the authorities have to handle things with more seriousness and not handle it like things cannot escalate, because you really don't know what people are thinking, what men are thinking. A man that feels entitled can go any length to harm someone. Imagine someone feeling like he has the right to take the life of a family member because you decided not to be in a relationship with him anymore. What does that tell you? Men, if not all men, a lot of men are predators and they prey on women all the time. Women, we are not safe on this planet. We also have a group of men that call themselves, they feel like they have the right, they deserve the access to a woman's body. And when they don't get it, they blame women for their inability to have access to a woman's body and have sex. Crazy, right? So we have to be very careful on this planet Earth. It's not a safe place for women to be in.
Why you don't want to take care of your kids?
Because
You got 3 fucking kids, bro.
I'm tired.
And none of your kids living with you. They ain't never been living with you.
Don't
So what
matter.
you had kids for?
Because it's his turn to take care of them. It's not. I'm done. I don't want to have no person, no more kids. Like,
You know what that do to kids though? Like you really traumatizing these kids because you don't want to step up and be the mama.
what about me and what it did to me?
It ain't do nothing to you.
What about my mental?
It stopped
Being
your
a
life.
single mom.
It stopped your life. What
Being
you
a single mom for 7 years to 3 kids. What do you think that did to me?
Oh my God, that don't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm talking about right now, like you don't never call.
That's what I'm talking about. Because
Do you
I'm
even
done.
know if your kid's still alive?
I'm sure they're fine.
How do you know?
I'm sure they fine.
How do
Their
you
daddy
know?
ain't gonna do nothing
How
to
do you
them.
know? How you know
mad
you
because
still living with their
you
daddy?
mad because I gave them up to their dad after 7 years of doing everything by myself. How are you mad because I gave them to their dad?
You just why you been a deadbeat mama?
So I'm a deadbeat because they have, because the dad has custody.
That's
He
not
didn't
right.
talk
Go
to
get
them.
your kids. So
But
what the
the
fuck is wrong
whole
with
7
you?
years of me having them kids, he ain't called
Go get
them
your
kids.
kids.
He ain't do nothing for them kids.
Go get your kids. You see
I'm
right
a
here
deadbeat
eating.
though.
Armless and shit.
Nah,
Go
I'm
get
a
your
deadbeat.
kids.
Nah, I'm a deadbeat.
Go get your kids.
I'm not sure if that is a skit. Even if it's a skit, it has a message, a clear message. Women, we have a life to live outside being a wife or a mother. The woman said she's tired. Her mental health is important. You see how entitled men feel or think? So because she's the mother, she has to always be there for the kids. I understand it. Especially the girl child needs to be protected. I understand his point of view. But you also need to consider the woman because she has her own life to live. If she says she's tired, let her find herself and get strength and recuperate. Because if she drops down and dies, those kids will still have their life to live. They will end up being with their father if the father steps up. So let things be. Don't think life will not move on or things will not be done if you don't do it. Don't think that way. If you have such a mindset, that is you heaping loads of work on you when other people can actually step up and do it. And I'm also going to say this, as a woman, do not give birth to a child you cannot cater for by yourself. Don't give birth because you're with a man and the man said he wants to have 4 children. No, don't do that. Give birth to the number of children you can take care of if you don't get any assistance from anybody. Tomorrow that man can stand up and say he doesn't want to do anymore. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the kids, because men believe that even if they decide to walk away, away, the woman is going to be there for the children. So that is why they can easily walk away. And some of them feel like the child belongs more to the mother than to the father. I've said this before, and I saw a comment asking me, why would I make such a statement? Oh, both parents equally own the child. I'm not saying that both parents don't equally own the child, but in reality, in actual reality, the child belongs more to the mother than the father. The child has stronger bond with the mother than the father. Remember, the mother carried the child for 9 months. She birthed the child, and she's mostly the primary caretaker, and she also has to breastfeed the child. It is a stronger bond, if you get what I mean. So to me, the child belongs more to the mother than the father. A father can walk away and not bat an eyelid about where his children are or what they're up to, but most women cannot sleep at night if they don't have their children with them, or if they don't know where their children are or how they're faring. That's the point I was trying to make when I made that statement.
When I got back from the trip, I walked into the house and things were just off. I went to my La Mer moisturizer and there was like dirt in it and like little fingers in it.
She fucking used your La Mer, dude?
She also decided like La Mer used like so much of it. And I was just like,
No.
This is so specific.
That's
like,
$300 moisturizer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And even just like the Sol de Janeiro had like tiny little fingerprints in it. And I was just like, no, there were other things that were so specifically girl coded. Like my moon juice powder had been used. I could tell my fragrances were kind of out of place. I was like, someone has been here. I knew. Like also like women know.
Somebody touched my drum set.
Somebody touched my fucking drum set. I asked him, I was like, hey, can I get the login for the security? He's like, no. Like it's not done being set up yet. It was like very weird about it. And that's when I knew. I was like, I have to get into those cameras. Like I need to know. And I'm also somebody where like, I don't go through someone's shit. If I feel the need to go through text messages, I just know it's over. It's done. This was the one time that I'm like, I need to get into the security system because someone has been here and I need to have answers.
When someone is manipulating and gaslighting you, you need validation, like physical evidence and proof, to prove to yourself and your brain that you're not crazy.
Exactly.
And I understand respecting people's privacy. You shouldn't be going through phones, but if it gets to a point where you need to see some shit, that's fine.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
I even
but,
asked
like,
him. Anyway, that night I knew. I woke up in the middle of the night even. Like my body was like, go get in that security cam footage.
Yeah.
I got it first guess. It was my birthday. The password was my birthday.
Is he good?
No, he's not good. Dude, like clockwork, there was a girl coming in 9 p.m. every night who looked identical to me. Identical. Just like me. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So I take a screenshot of this. I end up like spam calling my friend waking up who works in cybersecurity. And I was like, this is so important.
You would have a friend in cybersecurity.
Within like 10 seconds, he like scanned it, found her face. So figured out who she was. He followed her on Instagram. Our entire friend group followed her and we're like recent followers. So they were all in on it. Everybody knew. And that's when I decided I'm going to go crazy. Just took a ton of screenshots from the iPad of the security system and I just printed them off. I printed off like 600 of them and I put them all over the house. Guest room pillowcases, guest room sheets, under the sheets, on top of the sheets, in every cereal box, on the fucking toilet paper. I spent hours, all the screenshots, every single one of them, putting them anywhere you could fucking imagine. In books, between laptops, literally even like when you take out for gas in the car, I put one there too.
He's still finding them to this
I
day.
just wanted to make sure that his mom would find it, that his friends would find it, that the cleaner would find it. I was like, this will haunt you for a long time.
You know how they say when you get cheated on to put glitter and people's like, shit, you literally made glitter out of your screenshot.
I did do that and it took me a really long time. And then I turned the lights on in his room and I said, you have one more chance. You have one more chance to tell me the truth. Because I just wanted him to admit it.
He wasn't aware of what you've done.
No, he has no idea. He has no idea. Yeah. But I'm holding a ton of paper. I have it behind my back. I'm like, you have one more chance to tell me. What happened? He's like, you're so fucking crazy. Nothing happened. And I was like, you think I'm crazy? I'll show you crazy. And they just are everywhere. Regina George and Mean Girls. The papers are flying everywhere. And I'd already packed up my stuff. I knew. I looked at him. I go, don't you ever contact me again. Don't you ever contact my friends again. Everyone that follows her is out of my life. Tell them never to contact me. You are done. I never want to see you again. I cannot make it crystal clear that you are out. Your stuff that's at mine will be on the curb tomorrow, 10 a.m. You can go pick it up if you want. If not, anyone in Hollywood can just scoop it up. And yeah.
Love that.
I'm out of here. Don't ever talk to me again. And then fast forward, the girl DMs me probably like 6 months later and goes, "Do you want the tea, sis?"
You can head over to the TikTok page and listen to the rest of the story. I made a video yesterday, and in that video, a man said that he could not afford dating his type, so he settled. And in that video I said, even if a man is dating his type, even if you are a man's type, does not mean that that man will not cheat on you. If you are his type, just know that they have other women that are also his type out there. If he's in the habit of going for his type, he's definitely going to look for other women that matches the description of his type and also cheat on you with those women. This is just an example of what I was saying. If you would love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch a man say he settled because he could not afford his type. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.